the next few minutes here, it's going to be Faz who's going to have to run around and hide out and continue doing these peak rails.
Right, but Slasher not giving up a frag, plus the fact that Faz has managed to, kind of stay away and do damage to Toxic on nearly every single pickup. I mean, we're seeing Toxic, he has, 143, 125, but it could have been 200, 200. And that's thanks to the damage done. Faz goes in strong for Mega, does not get it. Toxic steals it, and this will be his frag. 77 health, though. Rockets defensive from Faz. Turn that thing around, and great play. I actually expected that to go to Toxic.
No, it should have gone to Toxic. That was Toxic's fight to win. But Faz hit two really, really nice direct defensive rockets onto Toxic, pushed him away, made sure he couldn't get to that red, and then Faz was able to defend with that rail and get a rail onto Toxic. So that was some great play there by Faz.
And he nearly hit that aggressive play, going out, sort of jumping from the edge of the archway up to bridge. I mean, that was a really sweet play. It almost paid off for him. He doesn't hit the rail on the exit. Toxic does have yellow. And if we look at Faz, he's going to catch Toxic out, eats a rocket, but it doesn't matter because this red, he's got enough armor to survive any rockets raining in from Toxic on this play. So, yeah, he'll get it uncontested. And he moves in for Mega. He wants high ground. He wanted to do a mid-jump to defend from there, but Mega is up soon. Faz is kind of just staking his claim in this area. And this is kind of a bad place to drop in on Mega, where, like, Faz, he's able to get it, but now his exit's hard.
Well, Toxic was able to keep Faz down there into that Mega, and he was able to push Faz away enough so he was able to get that red and get that rail now. So Toxic with some good spammed rockets from that middle ground. Faz needed to hit one of those extra rails to get that damage to push Toxic away from that red, but since he didn't, Toxic had more armor and health comfortable to get that red, is now able to take Faz down again and tie this game. So unless we see where Faz spawns here, but it looks like Toxic will get this Mega and be able to go for that red.
And so, yeah, so we're going to see a trade. Toxic grabbing Mega and actually backing off. And Faz, nice choice to go strong against Toxic in that particular exchange. Faz is going to pick up.
Faz gets the frag with 4 health.
Yeah. And he picks up a 25. That gets him to 29. Now he's got a yellow. And another 25. He's heading over to rail, and I would say this is a little bit more of a denial play more than anything for this weapon. But he's taken so much damage now that it might have been, maybe Faz got a little too greedy with this particular play. I mean, I understand why he did it, but Mega? Oh my goodness, will not get him back into the game.
The great shotgun shot just as Faz jumping down by Mega. So that was a crucial shot there. Faz gets that Mega. He's able to push Toxic away, probably get the next frag and take this lead into the 6-7 minute mark. Now Toxic is able to try to defend this red with rail. He doesn't mind trading rails here with Faz. He's going to have that health advantage. He's going to be able to control this armor, push Faz into the yellow area. Faz actually stays and peaks and hits a rail on Toxic. Toxic wasn't expecting that, so at least Faz is able to deal some damage there as he goes to this next yellow.
And great. Honestly, we've seen a lot of long-range shots here by Faz that has really upset Toxic. And in what could have been Toxic's advantage, he's running into this red armor fight with 56 health. And if we go and take a look, Faz isn't too much better off, but as he currently has the lead, so he doesn't have to get frags. He just has to keep Toxic from getting control. Toxic, though, hitting a beautiful rail against Faz as he jumped to yellow, and so that's going to keep Toxic in a really good shape to go for this Mega. And he's just sort of waiting this out. He finally gets called out by Faz, and he loses the Mega. Rockets, though, from Toxic will land. That's 3 in a row, and that'll give him the frag, and that'll also bring this thing into a tie. Toxic so far really strong with his, yeah, I mean, we've seen Toxic play defensively a couple of times. We've seen Faz play defensively a couple of times, and it seems like defensive is the way to go for both of these players because they're winning out frags when it happens.
I mean, if you hit your rockets, it is the strongest weapon in the game, and if you can hit your rockets and predict where people are going to go, you're going to win some fights that you sometimes shouldn't. So Toxic with some great rocket play there, bouncing Faz around in that Mega area, able to control. Now this is going to give him a full stack For about 3.5 minutes left to go. Faz is going to be
Oh
stuck
my
with that
goodness.
yellow, trying to jump across and get railed and get knocked down. Tox is going to have an advantage.
He's gonna look
here.
for the
Oh,
shot
and
too.
Faz pulled himself
Uh-oh.
in, so now Faz will spawn at that red, but Tox should have enough time to come over and get that red. Catches Faz down into Rocket, so Toxic is going to keep the red here and get the frag and have control of this Mega for at least the next minute or two, and that's not going to leave much time for Faz to be able to control yellow and try to get a rail at the comeback.
Type quieter, whoever that is.
Oh, sorry. I was just actually talking to Fox and Avec. We're just going to delay their game just for the moment so you can finish your second map, okay?
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So yeah, Toxic leading by 2, and we've seen control for the first time, I think, with any sort of solid dominance. Toxic has it, but it's not like, you know, amazing control like we saw Cooler have for, you know, 9 minutes. In this case, it's kind of been back and forth between the two players. The score reflects that. Toxic currently winning out, though, maintaining his red armor and mega control. He's going to land a rail, looking for a follow-up as Faz exits yellow. But the fact that he did damage after that yellow means that it's a single rocket for the kill. And really, I think momentum-wise, I mean, this thing can come back. But, rather, Faz needs to hit every rail. And
well, I mean, Toxic caught Faz trying to go through that OG corridor. Stopped all the momentum that Faz had. You know, Faz does like to play fast. I mean, he will get control of this Mega. There is still 2 minutes left. Toxic does have that red. He is going to be controlling that rail area, not letting Faz get that rail. He does finally go up top. Toxic going to peek with that rail. Hits the crucial rail that he needed to. Now Faz.
Right, well, see, Faz doesn't have a rail. Oh, he didn't get the chance to deny it. But he, well, actually, I guess he did, because Faz left. But basically, rocket jumping up was enough to scare Faz off. And honestly, I think timing-wise, Toxic has won this. Because with 1:30, it's possible to get a couple of spawn frags to bring this thing close. But I think that if that happens, like if Faz is able to force a frag here, Toxic will just run out the clock.
Yeah, Toxic is just going to stay in that LG area, spam some rockets into the Mega Room. He knows he has the health advantage. He's just going to go in, take Faz down. That's basically going to seal the game for Toxic in map 2, game 6. So they will be going to a third map, but Jay, they want to start right after this map is finished.
Yeah, they want to get on the way, so it's if you're cool. You guys can say Avec versus Fox, or you can join them for a second map and see how that one ends. Up to you.
Honestly, I personally think that we should switch up.
Okay.
But I don't...
Yeah. Yes.
I think the caliber of game over here would be big, but also the result could be huge if Faz loses. If he loses the next map up, then he could be not even coming out of group.
Well, yeah, no, whoever wins the next map moves on. Destruct has already won his group because he did beat Toxic earlier. So whoever wins this map will move on. Whoever loses goes home.
What a crappy decision.
If you want to watch that, I'll give you updates on this game, and you can at least join the second map. Hard decisions. We're really in a
it's a tough one.
Hard decisions. Ask if they want to wait like 5 minutes.
No, I keep asking them, dude, and I'm friends with these people. I don't want them to say yes.
I'm sorry that you're friends with them.
I don't want to ruin my friendship over you.
All right. I mean, yeah, I kind of want to see the other game. They're going over to DM13, which, oh, fuck them. It has to be my favorite map.
That's a really good matchup as well. That's a good matchup, Faz and Avec. Really, not Faz and Avec, Faz and Toxic.
Yeah.
But I think Faz can run away with it a lot quicker if he gets the lead. So maybe you can swap out if that happens. Slasher, why don't you stay with Faz and Toxic and give us updates?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stay here and you switch over.
All right.
That way, at least people will know the result and if it's close, because people are going to want to know who goes through. But Faz and Toxic, sorry, I keep saying Avec. So introduce this game a bit. Fox, you know, one of the most famous players in Sweden, hasn't always had big results, but he has a great group stage kind of play. He seems to lack a little bit when it comes later on with the playoffs and the finals. Avec is a player who is dangerously